What is going on, everybody? Welcome. Welcome to the Final Four Mystery Knife giveaway event. The final 4 knives of the past group of 20 are amongst us. 2 lucky winners will be taking those knives home. But as an added bonus and surprise, I have ensured, I've actually rigged it to where you can't not get a premium knife. So there will be 2 winners tonight. Each winner will get 2 prizes. And maybe some secret stuff later. But each winner will receive 2 knives. And no matter what, you're going away with at least 1 premium knife. I can't wait for you all to see what I have. I opened the pouches and looked, and I was unsatisfied with what was left. So I altered the contents. I have spit on my dagger. Well, as they say, it's not your knife until you spit all over it. But we're going to put that sweet baby right there. I want to have that. I'd like to have that on display for everybody to see. I've gotten past the honeymoon phase with the dagger. I'm now at the point where I can lay in bed and hold it and watch Reacher. And not have to put it back in the case every 30 seconds. So I'm going to lay it out tonight and just hope I don't drop anything on it. Yes, we have some things out here I know you guys are going to want to talk about. We will do that. But there we go. Okay. Let's get to the... There it is right there. And for some reason the whole stream is... Oh, it's because YouTube wants me to watch an ad. Okay. I love Reacher. I think it's so corny. But I love it for that. Like, it's just ridiculous. I just love the silly... I just love the over-the-top ridiculousness of the whole show. It's just great. Oh, we can see the crappy bottom of my... Let's adjust this. I don't want you to see the frayed edge. I want your universe of this to be complete. I want everybody to assume that my workspace is nice and tidy, right? If we keep... How much more do I have to zoom in to get rid of that bottom lip? Should we do it like that? There! Perfect! Now you have no idea that it's just cut crudely at the edges. Alright. Anyways, yeah, there's some fun stuff out here. I was talking with chat. I'll elaborate more here in a little bit, but I have been waiting for, well, technically years, but I've been waiting for my spot to open up with this custom knife maker for about 8 months, and he messaged me the other day and said, hey, the time has come, and I said, oh boy, I am ready. I am ordering a true, and I mean a true, Ultra Grail. It's essentially going to be the culmination of all my Patreon knife sales recently. I'm taking all those funds, and I told all my patrons I was doing this beforehand. I am taking those funds and turning them into an absolutely ridiculous Ultra Grail, and I'm going to share it with everybody on the channel. But it is, I'll say this, it is a Dalibor Bergam custom, which means not only will it be absolutely insane, and I mean it's going to be insane, it'll be an integral. So, yeah, wow, a full-on, completely handmade custom integral. And I mean completely. Actually, requested his own stuff. The guy makes his own Sanmai. He makes his own sole authorship Timascus. And I said, I want your stuff. I want you to completely hand make this from the ground up. And he's going to do that. So, I'm very excited. There we go. Left into the yeah, there you go. Yeah, just do this on the left side here. Shay 5969, thanks for your donation. I hear they're making a Microtech interceptor production. I'm drooling. Really? They're making a production interceptor? That's awesome. I'll have to. The Microtech rep that I talk with, like, he's hard to get a hold of. But I chat with him every now and then, so I'll see what I can do. I still pay for that stuff. But now I have access to it, which is good. I have no problem paying for it. You can't enter. You absolutely can. Open the description. first link, it says enter here, live participation required. Just click on that link and leave a comment. That's all you gotta do. I'm so hyped for my new knives, I'm like a little kid. Hey, I get that, Josh. I've been that way for many years. What'd you pick up? Titanium Justin is 8 away from 100 subs. Hold on here. Oh, we can get you there. This gentleman here would like to this link that I've pinned at the top goes to Titanium Justin. He's trying to get to 100 subs. I think we can get him there just super duper quick here. 100 subs is a great milestone. Come on now. There you go. Wonderful. Why don't we just keep that rolling there for just a bit? Subscribe to Titanium Justin, pinned at the top of the comment section. Oh, you're welcome, Justin. It's literally the least I could do. What is to the right of the hog? Oh, that's the Aver. That's very nice and very well priced, honestly. The Exceed Designs Aver. Beautiful. And they're optional skiff bearings, which they're $20. Listen, if you buy the Aver, get the skiff bearings. Look at this. I mean, come on. This is a very good knife. I've reviewed it. It's very good. You haven't seen the review yet because it's not public, but spoiler alert, yeah, you should get that. I asked him about, I said, who's making what? Because it's not clear. And they were super open with me. They said, we have the parts, a lot of the parts are manufactured in China, but they're shipped over to us for final fitting and finish work. So I would venture to guess the reason that it looks like this is because they do a lot of the work in-house. Now, that's really cool if that's the case. If they're doing like the raw parts in China, like that's totally understandable, right? But if they're doing a lot of additional work in-house, that's also very cool, especially considering the price tag. I'm actually not upset about their pricing on this. I think it's actually very, very good. Is that a new Hog House? No, this is my Villy. It's one of my favorite knives in the tier. I find the Hog House Villy to be one of the best knives that you can buy for the money. It is very expensive, but if you're looking at $800 knives, you should be looking at this. The Villy is very good. I mean, it's very good. That's definitely something you should be looking at. Very good stuff. I heard my wife and kids leave. I have no idea where they went. They must have gone out to eat. I'm not invited. Where's Titanium Justin at now? Let's see. But before I remove his link, just remember, right at the top. Oh, he's at 136. Excellent. Let's get him to 150 before I change that back to my Patreon because, you know, it's all about me. I'm the main character. I'm kidding. The pinned comment right at the top is for Titanium Justin. We got him to 100 tonight. I would be very appreciative. So would Justin, of course, if you could bump him up over 150 subs real quick. He's at 141. What's that dagger at the top? Ooh, you like that dagger? That's my custom Dion Nell. I'll show it off here in just a second. I want to make sure Justin gets to 150. There he is, 150. All right. So, hold on. I got to put my Patreon back up there. I do have, I'm starting a new group of 20 for sale on Patreon in the next couple of weeks. So if you want to get in on that, check out my Patreon, which has now been replaced there at the top of the comment section. Congrats, Justin. You do not need my help to succeed. You will succeed one way or another. Continue to make knife content. You'll do it. You can do it, man. I remember my first 100. You like that dagger? Yeah, it has a twin brother. I don't know who got it, but this is mine. Mine's in the black micarta. It has a twin brother in red. Fully mirror polished hollow ground blades, Randall style, gorgeous. Of course, the knife makers or the South African Knife Makers Guild logo there. I don't touch the blade, but I do touch these parts now. Oh, the freaking power, man. Look at here. Let me reflect those rainbow RGBs off of it. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Here's, reflect that keyboard there. Oh, golly. That's good stuff right there, I'll tell you what. It does glow when orcs are near. I've tried it. How do you like the MSI with the goat scales? It's one of my favorite knives to EDC. So if you need a reason to pick up an MSI, it's the MSI is great, but also the original goat scales. Just buy the cheaper one with the injection mold plastic scales for $190 or so, and then just buy yourself some original goat scales when they're available. Aluminum or eventually titanium. It's worth it. This essentially like creates a one and done American EDC. And you know, you can enjoy the fact that it is truly American because both the knife is made in the United States and the scales, the original goat scales, are also made in the United States. This is their gun stock texturing. It is wonderful. These are aluminum. Excuse me. My wife hates when I fidget with my MSI. Type 1 if your wife can hear me right now. Type 1 if your wife can hear me right now. Turn your volume up. Turn your volume up and let your wife hear me. Type 1. To all the wives out there, I have a message for you. I'm so sorry. I'm genuinely sorry that your husband watches my channel and buys stuff that makes noise to annoy you. I know your life is, believe me, I know that I believe, you know what, if I could comprehend 10% of the frustrations of, you know, like the average, you know, wife, like all the frustrations they have to deal with, it's made so much worse by the fact that their husband watches Metal Complex and has to listen to the clicking and the clacking and my voice in the back. This voice, are you kidding me? I'd be pissed too. I'm sorry. I mean that sincerely. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm sorry. Anyways, please check out my Patreon. Please ask your wives if they want to join my Patreon. I'm sorry. I really am. I get it, because my wife hates it too. She's like, God, your stupid knife channel. Stupid. She's accepted it, though. Then I could feel, like, the Earth, the polarity of the Earth shifted because of all the eye rolls from all the wives just now. Like, it was powerful enough. So, I'm sorry, there's going to be some seasonal changes for a lot of you. It could be a little bit of a figurative joke there, but... That guy sounds like an idiot. You're right. Your wife is right. If your wife said that, that guy sounds like a douchebag. Well, that's a little harsh. Idiot, I'll accept. I don't think I'm not a douchebag all the time. I'm a douchebag from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. usually. That's when I respond to the YouTube Shorts comments. Where can you find a good EDC wife? You're just worry. Don't structure your selection around EDC. Find somebody who will accept you for who you are, but also somebody who you're willing to make sacrifices for, right? You can't expect the other person to bend and mold around you and your character. You have to make adjustments, right? You got to shift. Find out what she likes and what she's interested in and share in those things. And then maybe if you're lucky, she'll share in the stuff that you like. Hey, big dog. It's hard for me to read that plain text. You're gonna hang out in the Discord again. We miss you. I will. Dude, listen. I want to so bad. It's so hard though afterwards because that's family time. But I promise you, the next opportunity I have, for example, tonight, like if I found out that my wife and kids went over to eat like meatloaf at grandma's house or something, after the live stream, if they're not back, I'll hop on Discord. We all know how magical that is, because then that's after a XL dose of the sauce. So. And by sauce, I mean beer. I don't want that to get... I drink beer. That's it. But I just need to make sure everybody knows that. But yeah, sometimes that does happen. She loves button lock knives now. There's a lot... I mean, like, here's the thing. Like, our community is heavily male dominated. But that's... I mean, like, there's... Everything that we enjoy can easily be enjoyed by women. And anybody. It doesn't matter who you are. Like... it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what type of person you are. There's plenty of stuff in the knife community that can be enjoyed by everybody. You know, it's just a fact that this community is male dominated. I'm the wife that is watching CRKT review on the TV while watching this live on cell. I'm a patron. I love CRKT. That's awesome. Thank you so much. That's wonderful. Swords up. Swords up for that comment, please, in chat. That's great. Muddy Ducks ATV. I love that. There we go. Get those swords up. I'm still, wait, I know that some of you, like Glock and Blame Dexter, have to be super close to getting that final badge. And I haven't seen it yet, but that 4-year badge, I did create it. It's that shining golden and like teal badge, and I know that somebody's gonna get it soon. I can't wait to see it. I know it's, you gotta be just like if Glock's in here, you gotta be so close to 4 years, man. 4 years with me. 4 years dealing with this voice. Like somebody letting air out of a balloon into an old trumpet that's wet. That's the sound right there. Please, can I have a knife? If you win, sure. Sure, yeah. I mean, to answer your question a second time, you can if you win, for sure. If I draw your name, that's fine. You should all have Trish's wonderful wife. She's, we love it. Oh, okay, nice. All of you are allowed to win. Anyone. It's open to everyone and everyone. So it's so funny every week. There's so many people who think that like my live streams are pay to win, pay to enter. I don't know where that started. I have never hosted a live stream where you have to pay something to win. I don't do that. I'm not that greedy. I mean, it's no secret that I use live streams to plug my Patreon, but that's optional. The winners are often not even subscribers. They're just people in the chat. Slam Jam, thanks for your donation. You said, I'm 9 subs away from 250. You're my favorite knife design reviewer. You got me into the world of knives, and I appreciate it. Well, we can get you there. Hold on. $241. Oh, we can easily get you there. Yeah, he's literally 9 subs away. Okay, we'll get him. How about we get you to 300? So let's get this gentleman here who has 250 subs. This is Slam Jam. He's got 62 videos, so this is someone who's definitely dedicated. And we have a lot of shorts content, but that's okay. Make more long form. I'm telling you, you'll be much happier that you did. This is advice from a current content creator. The shorts are great, and it'll get you subs quick, but you need that long form. It's good to make long form. People like to watch that. And they like to mix it up with shorts. But yes, let's get this gentleman to 300 subscribers. That would be fantastic. I don't actually know that it's a gentleman. I'm sorry, I'm just assuming. My wife always wonders why I buy her a knife, a gun, or a fishing rod for Valentine's. I like to get my wife food, and actually my wife likes it when I make her food. So either like, I mean, obviously a date, but like if I plan a meal based on like, you know, what I've observed her liking, and I try to make it myself, even if it's like kind of trash, my wife enjoys that I make the effort. So fellas, especially, like, listen, if you've been in a relationship for a long time, then you already know this. But if you're like new, you know, just give you a little tip here from Father MC. Make an effort to create something custom and catered, you know, to your significant other. A meal is good, food is good, people appreciate food. So I like to figure out what my wife likes and then do my best to create that for her, create the atmosphere, and sit down and enjoy some time directly with my wife while serving her completely, because it's her time, serving her food. That's what you want to do. I'm telling you, that's the way to do it. Make it genuine. Make it about her. Motocross, buddy, look, don't spam. It's on the note cards here, friendo. Just, there's one step. There's a link in the description. You simply open, well, first off, the first card says how to enter. The second card says link in the description. You simply open the description and click on the link that says enter here and then leave a comment. That is literally all you have to do. Oh, what's this guy at here? Okay, we got Titanium Josh. What's Slam Jam at? 285, guys. We need 15 more subs. It's the link right at the top of chat. Right at the top of chat. Just 15 more subs real quick here. I know you guys are like, oh, change it back to your Patreon already. We're starving for that Patreon link. Come on now. No, it's okay, Mutt. Like, I mean, we're just joking around, man. Like, it's not necessarily super clear initially, so don't worry about it. I'm allowed to be the main character? Thank you for your blessing. Thank you. Let's see here. Slam Jam is now at... Hey, 309. Congratulations to Slam Jam. Swords in the chat for Slam Jam. Hitting 300 subs tonight. That's cool. I like that you guys are willing to subscribe to different channels. I genuinely believe that it's very important that we don't bottleneck the knife community into a few large channels, because that happens with small communities. And I still consider this to be a small community, the knife world, in the grand scheme of YouTube. It's very important to me that we don't bottleneck into just larger channels. You should be watching lots of channels. It doesn't matter if they have 2 subscribers or 1,000 or 10,000 or 1,000,000. It doesn't matter. Just find a creator that you like and that creates content about a subject that you like, and watch their channel. Support them, because that's, you know, that's how new great content creators are born. By people noticing and listening and watching. Transparent Knives is great. Absolutely. I like his raps and his music he does on Instagram. Those are interesting. But a genuinely good person as well. Oh, you want to see the Cortex. So I made 2 big American knife purchases back to back. I picked up, and I know there's that guy. Shout out to that guy on the Facebook group that's like offering crazy money for this. Like, listen, you guys can send him a screen recording of this if you want to. I know that there's a guy on the Oz Machine Company group that's like offering $1,400 for this. I know you want it. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sell it, but hey, I respect you, and I know that offer is genuine, so thank you. This is the Brown Cortex XL, and I bought it immediately. It is fantastic. I believe the blade steel is Magna Cut, hardened pretty high, 62, 63, something like that. But look how they've nested this line. Look at this. Look how we've done this. Now that is classy. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at that. The diamond texturing, beautiful. I did request this specific, and he said, oh, geez, MC, I haven't even programmed that into my machines. Gosh darn it, you big goober. He went ahead and did it. So now I have to assume that everybody has this option. Look at that, beautiful diamond texturing. Wonderful. It's big, but not. It's nowhere near monstrous. I mean, this is a very compact 8-inch knife. Really good, and just about the most excellent top flipper I've ever used. Look at the action here, too. I mean, my God. And yes, you can use the fuller to reverse flick it. Beautiful. We have a combination belt satin and tumbled finish here. Look how nice that looks. You get the grind lines and the tumble lines. Really nice. Real classy. Always classy. Fully in-house USA made. What's the blue boy? Which blue boy? That's the Knife Joy exclusive Sleesh Bowie. That pissed everybody off. And then this is the Riot XOU, which I'm not even sure I'm supposed to show this because I don't think it's available. That's the utility mini XO. I'm sure these will be relatively inexpensive. But yeah, it's cool. Right? If you want like a pricey box cutter. $1,400 for a boring knife? You crazy. Welcome to the knife world. Subjectivity is everywhere. Certain knives are popular. You know, it just depends on what you want and what you're after. I paid $900 for that, and as much as I love it, I think it's a bit high, you know, especially when you got Machine Wise doing USA integrals for $650. Machine Wise, here's a company that you should get into before pricing goes up. The Machine Wise Sonora. That is a super high HRC. I believe. Wait, is it M390 or MagnaCut? God, I can't remember. What's the Machine Wise? I just reviewed it, but I can't remember. Anyways, titanium integral, subtly contoured and textured, $650, fully in-house USA, outside of the bearings. Get in on that. When am I going to give away some watches? I came really close to buying an Omega Seamaster, and I'll tell you what stopped me is when Dalibor Bergam DM'd me and he said, "Hey, your number's up. Are you in?" And I was like, "Oh. Boy, howdy, am I? Am I in, Mr. Dalibor?" Which I was talking with Chad about Dalibor Bergam. I don't know if you don't know who Dalibor Bergam is, then you need to follow him on Instagram. You will see some of the most amazing cutlery you have ever seen. But also, I think sometimes people like to judge the knife designer and creator based on the designs that they create. But let me tell you, Dalibor makes some very hardcore, aggressive-looking knives, but he could not be a sweeter human being. He is legitimately one of the nicest, most delightful people I have ever talked with. A genuinely good human being. If you go back in his posts and read some of his posts, this is not like a he's just being nice to Metal Complex thing. He is a nice person at heart. A good person. I want you all to know that, and I want you to follow him. He's very cool. Many of you already know that, but well, there's Machine Wise right there. It's MagnaCut. Oh, cool. We have the Damasteel blade blank as we speak for the giveaway. Oh, yes, that's right. They're going to offer up a Damasteel. I didn't know you were in here. So now you know that I genuinely say nice things about you behind your back. Machine Wise is a company that you should all be paying attention to. Thank you very much for that donation. You didn't have to do that. I would have said nice things about you either way. Machine Wise, the folks at Machine Wise are also super nice. I didn't mean to highlight somebody like out of everybody. The vast majority of people I speak with are very nice. There's only a few abrasive people I've ever met. I would venture to guess that some people in the comments might describe me as abrasive, but I try to be as nice as I can most of the time. Yeah, Machine Wise is donating a Damasteel Sonora for my 500,000 subscriber giveaway, which is incredibly generous. Very generous. One of you could actually end up being the winner of that beautiful knife. Imagine this, but in Damasteel. This is mine. I'm going to keep this because I'm selfish. But I will give away the Damasteel one. Can you get more Homer burps? Yeah, I just need more carbonation. I used all my mana on the last one. It's the equivalent of casting Ultima. I need to build up my reserve. I need to use an ether. I'm gonna hire a double. Okay. The Gatorade is not running low, I promise you. This room is always stocked. Leroy Jenkins, man, that really makes me want to get back into WoW. I haven't been playing any video games. I've actually taken a break and really focused on the gym here lately. I gained a little weight over Christmas, but I am back down in the low 220s, which is pretty lean for my frame. I know a lot of you think that I am very frail and you know, look like Tom Hanks. I don't know why that is, but if you didn't know, I'm a larger person. 220 is fairly lean for me. So I'm trying to get back down to that 210 spot so I can see the full six-pack. Trying to get back there, and we're doing a good job. But I have not been playing video games. No, I'm not 6'2". I'm about 6 feet. Well, I'm gonna be honest here. It's honesty time. I'm exactly 5'11 3/4. If I'm honest, if I got thick shoes on, I'm 6 feet tall. But you can't lie about that, boys. Your height and your bench press. You got to be honest. You got to be honest with yourself, because you'll get called out on it. I'm 5'11 3/4, and I'm 224 pounds. So many people, they're like, oh, I thought you were like, oh. Like if I show myself on I show myself on that story on the leg press, joking around with that guy who installed the machine. And I got so many DMs and they're like, is that you? I thought you were like a little twiggy little dork. I was like, so what, man? Why are you judging me? Saw you do in the car cam. Yeah. How much do I bench press? Well, I mean, my best ever. I always say, I forget because it was a rep max. The rep max, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's been a bit. My best single rep, I believe, was 345 pounds. But I had a rep max one time that was, let's say 295 for 9. Sometimes I say 295 for 11, but the memory has escaped me. So to be safe, let's say it was 295 for 9, and I forget what that calculates out to. I think it's 365. 295 pounds, which is 2 plates and a 35 on a 45-pound bar, I think is 365 pounds. There's nothing wrong with twiggy dorks. You can be whoever you want. Having a lot of muscle mass and strength means very little unless you're a paid athlete. So you can be whoever you want to be, but I would recommend eating vegetables and drinking water and genuinely doing things that make you happy. Muscle mass and strength mean very little. If it makes you happy to put mass on and build strength, then you should do that. But if it doesn't make you happy, then there's no reason to do it. Winning knives makes me happy. The ball's in your court. All right, we'll see if I can pass it back to you tonight. We'll see what happens. I like going to the gym and getting a good workout and then feeling good afterwards. I enjoy that feeling. It makes me feel like I get my day started that way. That's the first thing I do is go work out. And I feel good and I'm more productive. So any pair of threes nearby? Yeah, I have the Maximum one, but it's way over there. And by way over there, I mean tucked in the Naps burrito, 3.5 feet away. The light blue knife on the bottom right is the Riot XOU, which is a gravity utility knife. It actually very cool and way more. I mean, a lot of people look at this and say, oh, it's just a fidget toy. But actually, it works really well. I mean, it's super easy to get in and out. I would argue better than the standard, you know, construction site utility knife. Everybody's got that big steel thing with the thing that gets stuck back here and it gets roof tar in it and you have to dick with it. Nah! Who didn't clean this off after they used it? Like that thing. This I would argue is better, but will also get caked up in roof tar if you decide to make that your dedicated, you know. You guys know what I'm talking about. Nobody ever cleans the tools off after they use them. My best of 325 back in the day, and I could curl 165. I've never maxed out on curling. I always consider that a volume exercise, but that's great. 325. I read somewhere that the average male in the United States is bench pressing just shy of 145 or 150. Originally, I had read an article that said it was 185, and they did a much more extensive research program, and they found out it was much less than that. The average adult male in the United States is bench pressing something like 165 or less, which is whatever. It doesn't. That statistic means nothing. I'm just saying. 410 flat. That's great. That's legendary. You're a superhero, man. You're getting the 400s. My life goal was to just get above 350. What's up with the green Microtech? So these are blade grips. This is a silicone protector, almost like a cell phone sleeve for your Microtech. But wait, there's more. Hold on, you don't know what's going to happen yet. You don't know what's going to happen. You have no idea. Just wait. Just shut up and wait. Woo! It glows. These are like $25. Blade Grips USA on Instagram. You should check them out. It's pretty cool. I love stuff that glows. I think that's neat. They also sent me a white one. So they have a bunch of different colors, right? If you just want to switch up the color on your Ultratech, and they fit perfectly, and they stretch. They're super durable, right? You drop it. If you don't want to get a scratch on your new baby, I get it, right? You're in the honeymoon phase. Put a cover on it. It's only the clip, the button, and the breaker that's exposed. Hold on. Somebody's here, but it's not my family. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm getting an Arlo doorbell thing. All right, sorry. Some of the carriers deliver so late around here, and it's baby stuff. We have We got baby number 3 on the way. I know a lot of you guys know. But yeah, some of the carriers deliver super late around here. Always seems like my streams are getting interrupted by late carriers or family stuff. You might win in the gym, but I bet I could smoke you on the golf course. I guarantee you can't. You can't. If you go back far enough on my Instagram, there's a clip of me hitting some drives at Top Golf, which I love to do, but I'm just not good. And every time, it never goes straight, ever. I can hit it, it just doesn't go straight. Super Mario 3, first level. No, we were talking about that earlier. What do I bench and squat? So my best bench ever, like a 1 rep, is like 355, something right around there. My best rep max is 295 for 9. My best squat ever is 4. My deadlift is better. My best deadlift ever was 465. My best squat ever, I think, was 425 on a single rep. I do not like to do legs. So pretty mediocre considering I'm about 6 feet tall and am 224 pounds. It's pretty mediocre. There are plenty of people my size who have much better stats. Congrats on getting laid. Thanks. Thanks. It's the 3rd time, actually. We made 3 of them. Just on a perfect batting average. Thank you very much. Supposedly. You ever play Dead Space? I watched my brother play Dead Space. Who did I watch? I didn't watch my brother play Dead Space. I watched PewDiePie played Dead Space. And it looked awesome. Wait, was it PewDiePie? Who was it? I watched somebody play all of Dead. Maybe it was Charlie? Penguin Z0? I watched somebody play Dead Space all the way through. I can't remember who it was now. Not the second one. Or is there 3 of them now? I watched one of the playthroughs. Don't tell people not to use USPS. So I use the United States Postal System or service for the vast majority of my shipping. I have literally shipped hundreds of packages. Hundreds. Think about how many knives I give away, how many things I return to people, how many things come to me. In the entirety of YouTube, I've had 3 issues. I've had 1 issue with UPS. I've had 1 issue with FedEx. But if we're talking percentage-wise, USPS has been the best. I've had a bigger issue with US Customs. I've had 2 things stolen from US Customs. I don't know what kind of garbage people I'm sorry. I'm sure they hire plenty of nice people, and you got a few bad eggs that make the whole place look bad. But I've had 2 things stolen out of US Customs. I have a titanium artisan frame lock, and the D10 is awful. Is this comment really? I can't say I generally. I would say like on average their D10's on the lighter side, but I wouldn't say awful. I've had older artisan cutleries that I've had a bad experience with, but more recent stuff has been great. Like the Satyr. Oh my gosh. Anybody own the Satyr? It's wonderful. Let me ask you guys, now that I have 1,000 of you live, thank you, by the way, 1,000 people choosing to spend your evening with me. What top 5 or top 10 video would you like to see next? I've got plenty of ideas. I've got no shortage of content with the knives I've got here. I can make pretty much anything you guys want to see. What top 10 whatever would you guys like to see? I can even update old top 10 videos, which I do regularly. Top 10 worst knives. You guys love to be negative. Top 10 poop knives. Top 10 steels. I've done that recently. Top 10 knives I'm going to give away. Top 10 gooby woobies. There'll be more gooby woobies. U.S. makers. Spine flicks. Gas station knives. Oh, top 10 gas station knives would be fun. Top 10 smallest. Top 10 OTFs. That'd be fun. I mean, there's only like 10 good OTFs anyway. Bang for your buck under 200 is a good idea. Under 200 is a really hot zone right now. All right, some good ideas. I'll use this to come back to. I should make a community post about this, like an updated community post. Hold on, we had a Carrying Cut, thanks for your donation. Thanks for all your help and support, MC. It's incredible. Just had 700 subscribers. That's amazing. That's wonderful. Good for you. Keep going. 700. If you can get to 700 subs, the sky's the limit, man. That's hard. Breaking past the major milestones of YouTube are 100 and 1,000. You are well on your way to 1,000. Once you hit 1,000, you can do anything, man. I saw top 10 spaghetti something. $700 to $900 knives is a tricky zone because there's not a lot of people who want to watch that. But I don't necessarily make content that's specifically designed to draw in a massive audience, so I will consider that. Thoughts on Strider knives? I like the Strider, the Performance series. I think the basic Striders are a little bit ridiculously overpriced and very basic. However, I do find them to be incredible tools. And I think that there's something to be said in terms of credibility, or giving credit where it's due, I should say. I think Strider knives make wonderful tools. I don't know that they are worth what they charge for them at base, but I mean, that's just such a common song to sing nowadays. Everything's overpriced. Everything's overpriced. So how do you cut through that and say, here's the line? That's what makes my job the trickiest, is going through all this stuff and saying, here's who's offering the most value in a world where technically everything is overpriced. Edward Brown, thanks for your donation. I want to see your opinion on the ending of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and dude, we need a folding Buster Sword. That's a cool idea. I need to play through that. I didn't finish the new Final Fantasy VII. And Rebirth is like a rehash where they like kind of... Is Rebirth the newest one where they like kind of rewrote Sephiroth? Thoughts on any of the Texas-made Black Widow OTF? I don't know. Chat, do you know what this guy's talking about? I'm curious about that. Thanks for your donation. The Texas-made Black Widow OTF. Is that a real USA company? Or is it a... We ordered parts from China and assembled the knives here? I need to know. Anybody familiar? The Black Widow OTF. Never heard of them. Assembly, fake. Okay. Cortex. Is it Cortex USA design? It's a USA design, as Nick would say. Yeah, you got to be careful about those. I know about that Texas company, right? Yeah, I'm going to give you all a major Excalibur update. You're all going to love this. You ready? Those of you who are interested in my knife design, if you didn't know I'm designing a knife, it's been close to a year in process. We have reached a critical point where V3 is very close to ready. Prototype V3. I actually have prototype V1 and V2 here with me physically in completed knife design. No one has ever seen them. V3 is very close to ready. My partner that I'm working with, they have successfully diamond textured contoured titanium. So you will absolutely be getting an integral titanium frame that has diamond texturing, which was one of the main goals. I wanted to bring that to people. It's going to happen. And they have done it flawlessly. So it's going to happen. I'm going to tell you guys what I was trying to do with the lock. The lock that I really initially wanted was a coil spring axis lock on an integral knife, similar to how the Benchmade Anthem was built. And all of us who complained about the price of the Benchmade Anthem, we are effing missing that thing right now, aren't we? Oh boy, we really effed the clubhouse on that one, didn't we? Man, that was a great knife, and we really had no idea. I wanted to do that. There's a patent on that lock. Not the axis lock itself, but that specific lock with a coil spring, believe it or not, we cannot do that. Next up, next best lock, we wanted to put a compression lock in an integral knife, which would have been a world first. This is technically not off the table. It won't be in this run. Maybe in the future. That's a big maybe. I can't promise that. But the patent is up on the compression lock. So you may at some point see an Excalibur, which is the name of my design, with a compression lock on an integral frame. Option C was to put a regular axis lock in an integral frame, which absolutely we can do, but it requires further testing. We're not going to release it without it being good to go, right? So there may be a version 2 of this knife that has an axis lock. I talked with my partner last night and I said, you know what? Let's do a frame lock. We can make it, we can make a right-hand frame lock and make it, make the pocket clip accessible for lefty carry. Let's just do a version 1 with the frame lock. So I know that's going to be a disappointment to some people. We are going with a frame lock for this version. I'm sorry. It's still going to be cool, and you're going to get that crispy detent. You're going to get that action you want. But the reason that that's exciting is because it moves everything along so much faster. At this point, I'm waiting to handle the V3 prototype. They have milled a G10 scale for a sample, and they're milling. I mean, they're going to make a version of it for me to handle and look at. And save for some minor adjustments to this V3 prototype, that's pretty much it. It's just me receiving it and nitpicking little tiny things, making tiny adjustments, and it's ready to go. So after that, the game plan is figure out how many different levels we can create. We got to figure out, can we do a budget version? Can we do a mid-range version? Or are we just going to release the main version of it right now? We'll figure that out. Once we've got that figured out, we will open pre-orders. That's what we'll do. How has no one named their knife the Excalibur? How did we get that? Is there a knife on the market that's not like a cheapo freaking Frost cutlery? Is there anything else that's notable that's named the Excalibur? How? The irony of this name being available is insane to me. Cheesy? We went for cheesy on purpose. Come on, do you know me? Are you subscribed? I'm not going to ban him for calling it cheesy. It is cheesy. We went for cheesy. Come on, my whole channel's cheesy. It's fate. It's fate. Project Excalibur. Soon you will all hold the power. Or, well, whoever wants to buy it. I've made this point before, and I want you guys to know, I have this message with the person I'm working with. I said, my goal is not to make a bunch of money off of this. My goal is to bring my design to the world. So I'm not really concerned with my commissions here. So I said, whatever you need to do to take money out of the final cost of this, we need to make it as cheap as possible. And if that means reducing the amount that I get in terms of profit, I'm okay with that. That's real. There's a conversation that I had with the person that I'm working with, and I want you guys to know that. We made it as inexpensive as we possibly could. It's still going to be expensive. I told you my target price was $400 for an integral. We're working on making less expensive versions of it, maybe sandwich construction or G10, but the main idea is an integral. So that was the goal. I am not interested in making money off of it. Is nice, but it's not the main goal. So I'm not trying to be like, oh, look at me, look how I'm so charitable. I'm not. That's not the message. I'm just letting you guys know that that was a part of the conversation. Bradford Mitchell, thanks for your donation. Just wait till you get a C&D from the English lawyer repping some lady in the lake. What's the lady in the lake quote from the 80s? What was the movie Excalibur from the 80s or the 90s? It's so funny. I looked that up on Google just a couple of months ago. That's a clever comment there. Ken says he was joking. Everybody coming down on Ken. Hey, back off. All right, back off. Huh? You back off. He was joking. All right? I don't want any more sauce thrown. Don't throw any more sauce at him. All right? He was joking around. I'm serious. He clearly was joking. Is Cortex a good company? If Cortex wants to put on their website where their stuff is actually being manufactured, then great, but they're not. They're not doing that. They're not being open with people. And they're constantly a butt end of OTF jokes in this channel because there's a lot of rebranding going on. Old, ancient rebranding. Project Excalibur it really worked perfectly because I made that old series called I named the ultimate conceptualized folding knife Excalibur, right? And it goes with the whole knights and dragons theme of this channel kind of, and it works perfectly because it's because of the what's the word I'm looking for? The insinuation is that it's an ultimate blade, right? And that builds hype. And I'm obviously building hype for this. So it's a perfect name for the channel. And it's also really getting people locked in. And I want that. I want to build hype. But I also want to be honest. I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver, right? So yeah, I mean, as a person who's known for hyping, really bringing a lot of hype, I want to do that. But I also want to tell people hey, it's supposed to be fun and cool, and I'm trying to bring my dream to the table. I want to make my little mark on this enormous knife world, The price range. So the perfect version of the knife is an integral, and it'll be about $400. That's right around there. I don't have the final pricing, but target zone around 400. Ideally, we would have a lower tier that is not an integral, but still very premium. Sandwich construction with a backspacer at about $250-ish, plus or minus 30. And then ultimate, ideally, we'd have a budget version where we would do a G10 version, whether it's sandwich or integral. Integral would be great, but probably not. And we would do right around $100. So if we could do a G10 version with 154 cm and charge $100 for it, go Kaiser Vanguard route. Yeah, that'd be great. Cause I want, not everybody's going to rush out and buy a $400 knife, right? I still want them to have the design and not have to pay as much for it. I spent $6 now trying to thank you. I'm sorry, Knight's Edge. You're welcome. You don't have to pay me for that. If I could give you that money back, I would. But thank you. That's very kind. You're welcome. L frame lock, but I understand. I know it's hard, but I want to get this going, and the fact that this, I want you guys to know this. Hold on, let me read Lucifer's thing, and then I'll let you guys know what I was going to say. Will Project Metal Complex Excalibur be under the OEM brand name, or will you be branding it under your name? It'll be a combination. We're going to share credit for this because they are literally doing all the work. I'm just the whiny baby who's change this, change that. I don't like that line. Get rid of the lanyard hole. That's, we're going to put their name on it too. They deserve it. They're making the damn thing. So it'll be both of us. What was I going to say? I already forgot. Crap. God, my memory's so bad. God dang it. What the heck was I going to say? Oh, well. Shit. the holy integral of integral. I mean, like I want it to be a knife that appeals to a wide audience. It's going to be a recognizable aesthetic. It's going to very obviously be a combination of things that we have all appreciated in one way, shape, or form from various, designs. So, yeah, last night, he said, I was like, you're going to delete that lanyard hole, right? Because he sent me the model, like the measurements and everything with the modeling. And I was like, you're going to delete that lanyard hole, right? And he was like, I would keep it, but if you really want it gone, we can get rid of it. And I was like, man, I feel like everybody's going to make fun of me if I keep a lanyard hole on that. But I also made the point, I said, you gotta understand, it will really clean up the front end of it. Like the aesthetic looking from the front, with it being a frame lock on the back side, like you're gonna see that frame lock line, but on the front, what you're gonna see is clean, no hardware, no lanyard hole. It's gonna be clean. Ooh, no billboarding. You will not see metal complex on the blade. You're just gonna know. You're just gonna know that it's my design. I don't have to put my logo on it. I want people to just know. I want you to be able to look at it and say, that's a beautiful knife. That's the same thing that I critique all the time with it. I'd be a massive contradiction if I was like, oh, metal complex, like on the blade. That's the green OTF. It's literally just a Microtech Ultratech, but it has the blade grips. You can order these right now. This is a glow in the dark. If you go back in the live stream, this glows, but it's a $25-ish silicone covering for your Microtech OTF, your Microtech Ultratech, and it fits perfectly, and it's very durable, very stretchy. You can get it in here no problem. But this one in particular glows in the dark. But they have a bunch of different colors. And if you just bought one and you're like, oh, this is the most expensive knife I've ever bought, or it's just a pricey knife, I don't want to ding it up, you can put this on here. Adds a little bit of grip to it, a little bit of, comfortable squishiness to it, and it doesn't get in the way of the blade. They've created these really nicely. So they're very inexpensive. They sent me a white one too. I showed it off earlier. Blade Grips USA on Instagram. Blade Grips USA on Instagram. I gotta pee. Just talk amongst yourselves. You know what we gotta do? I totally forgot about this. It's time to shamelessly plug all of my other stuff that I generate income from, namely Patreon. What is that link right at the top of chat? Well, folks, that's my Patreon. And let me tell you about Patreon. We have some Patreon members in here right now. I'm sure they'll tell you. What do I do on Patreon? What does a guy like Metal Complex need with Patreon? I'll tell you. 100% of the funds generated on Patreon will 100% be used to purchase knives that I will use for content creation. I mean, they're definitely most of them will go into my personal collection, but I'm just trying to be honest with you. I will turn that funding into content. This is something that every patron currently knows, and every future patron, I want to make sure they know that. But there's some benefits. Number one, weekly Patreon exclusive content. You guys get to know things a little bit before everybody else, once a week. I also do once a month exclusive secret super special giveaways, and it's always a premium knife. Always a premium knife. Also, I do private knife sales on Patreon. A lot of the stuff that I get for free is turned around and sold. A lot of it's given away during live streams like this, but a lot of it is actually sold at near half price to patrons. So that's a benefit you can get in on there. Lots of premium stuff that's sold, $200, $300 knives that are sold for half price, so you can get in on that. There's currently a campaign. We're taking a little break, but I've got 20 more knives or so that I'm getting ready to sell. That'll be upcoming soon. And you'll also gain access to private Patreon chat, buy, sell, and trade, and my private Patreon Discord server, which is about 1,200, 1,300 people. And there's also buy, sell, trade there, and lots of really fun people. It's a great place, very calm community there. So if you want to get on that, Patreon is as little as $1 a month. Do you need to pay more for better benefits? No. $1 a month will literally grant you access to everything. You can pay me $50 a month if you want, but you don't have to do that. You can literally just pay $1 a month and you'll get all of that. If you pay by the year, it's even cheaper. I think it's $10.50 for the year. So right at the top of the chat says Metal Complex in yellow, my Patreon, and there's a link. You can sign up, or you can not do that and continue to enjoy my live streams and content completely for free, because I'll do that anyway. All right, you know what we should do? We should give away knives for free, just like I said that I was going to do. Oh boy, that dagger's real tricky. Okay. I don't know this song. I'm guessing the harmony here. Yeah. Just a little bit of space way up high there. We got to move everything out of the way so that people can actually see. Right there. Yeah, there's not a lot of room there. Here. Ah, perfect. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's not right. Right there. Okay. So, here's how we're going to do this. There are 4, and these are the original 4. Before I altered them, I did tell you guys I rigged this because I looked in these final 4 pouches and I thought, it's okay, but I could make it better. So what I did is I included 2 additional premium knives. So surprise, if your name's drawn tonight, you get 3 knives. You get to choose 2 from this side and 1 from this side. And the reason being is because both of these knives are guaranteed to be premium. That means if you win, and there's 2 winners tonight, you'll be able to select 2 from here and 1 from here, guaranteeing you access to at least 1 premium knife. Now I'm going to be honest here. There's 2 semi-premium knives in here, so you could end up really winning big. Either way, though, even if you have the worst possible draw, you're still going to get a premium knife with premium steel. So that's how we're going to do that. I rigged this in your favor. That's what I'm doing for you. So, how to enter. There's a link in the description, okay? Open the description. If you haven't done this yet, open the description. It's right at the top. It says how to enter. It says enter here. Live participation required. Just click on that link and leave a comment. That's all you got to do. And give me a sec. Sorry, I'm loading everything up here. All right, we're gonna go pretty quick because I think my wife and kids went to their grandma's house, which means I actually have a bunch of time to hang out. I don't get to do that normally, so I'm gonna take advantage of that. First thing we're gonna do is reload this page so everybody knows it's a fresh page. Second thing we're gonna do is we're gonna paste the link so you guys know that it's the same link here. There it is. welcome to take a look at that link and type it in your browser to make sure. Filter duplicate users is automatically checked, which is nice. We're going to go down here and get YouTube comments. I think there's 1,500 or so is what I saw before I copied the link. $1,200, $1,300, $1,400. Oh, 1,582 comments. So there's your odds. The first winner is Brandon only on 3568. That's an unmistakable picture here. There he is right there. That's who we're looking for in chat, is Brandon, I assume is his name. He won. There he is. He says, I'm here. Fantastic. So, Brandon, all you have to do is give me, this is 1 through 4. We're picking these two first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me 2 numbers here. And then give me 1 or 2 here. Sorry if that's confusing. Everybody slow down chat. Yeah, I figured everybody'd say, let's go, Brandon. He wants 1 and 3 here. And what do you want for this side? 1 or 2? 2. Okay. So these are the 3 left over. Let's see what he got. Your first knife. Ah, that's from Tempest. Titanium and 14C28N with milled titanium. Beautiful. We have the titanium pocket clip, liner lock. Beautiful, beautiful EDC knife right here. I forget the name of it, but it is Casey Spyron Tempest knives. You have the reverse flickable and that's one of the semi-premium knives here. Very good. Your second knife. Oh, it's the Rhino, but it's the liner lock version. This was one of the budget knives of the group, and I still wanted to give it away. It's a great beater knife. Throw it in your truck, right? Whatever you want to do. 14. It's either, actually, I think this is D2. So you have a liner lock Rhino. Really good, you know, D2 budget beater for sure. And now your third knife, the premium knife. Ah, you got the chili pepper with the jungle fat carbon and the CPM 3V blade. Where does it say? Right. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was wrong. This is S90V. We have an S90V chili pepper from Kaiser with the jungle fat carbon, green studs. Quite the haul. Oh, no, an ad. No. Oh, no. Skip. Here we go. All right. So there's your winnings tonight. Congratulations. All you need to do is email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your full name, your shipping details, and the exact 3 knives that you won. Don't worry if I don't respond to you all the way up until Friday of next week. That doesn't mean I'm ghosting you or it's a fake giveaway. It just means that's the day that I do all that stuff. So just send me, again, full shipping details, first and last name. A lot of people forget that. And the exact 3 knives that you won, and you're good to go. Very good. This is going to work out very evenly. I'm going to put your knives safely back into these pouches, and they will remain there until I ship them. And you'll get the boxes and everything. Don't worry about that. Okay, now let's draw the final winner, and this will be easy because there's only 3 left. And then guess what? What happens next week? Oh my gosh! Is that the end of Metal Complex? No! We just start over with a new group of 20. Refresh. We're going to do this. It's just a courtesy to people who entered late. Paste. Paste. There it is. Right there. Filters on. A few more people just squeezing in there real quick. Just give it a sec here. Total end. Imagine I'm like, good night, everybody. That's the end of Metal Complex. See you in the afterlife. Oh boy. No, I'm gonna be here to annoy you for many years to come. Almost 1,500 people in here. Shout out to you guys. 1,500 people live in March, which is not a month that I expect a high population. That's very cool. 1,635, almost, I think like 75 more people there. So that's good that we did that. The final winner tonight, the final 3 knives go to this person. Sasoki, I'm here to not win again. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. This might be one of my favorite comments ever. That guy was so sure. This guy or gal was so sure they were going to win. Sasoki, come on now. Please be here. Come on. Slow chat down. Let's find him. SK. Come on, Sasoki. You cannot leave that comment and not claim. God, they're going to be so bummed if they're not here. You can't be so sure you're not going to win. We'll give him a solid 2 minutes. Oh, no. Come on. I can't. It makes me, like, this person clearly, like, just absolutely doesn't believe they can ever win. But they actually won. I hate this because I'm thinking like they're watching this over the next day. And thinking, oh my God, the one time I don't stay, right? I'm giving them until 7:48. I know if they're not here after leaving that comment, like they left the comment, they're like, ah, screw it, I'm going to get tacos. Come on, I want to give you knives. Boop, boop, boop. 7:48 is a redraw. Or wait, 7:49? What'd I say? Oh yeah, did you guys buy a ticket for Mega Millions? You better do that. I buy it every time it's over 500 million. If you haven't done that, you better do it. The music is perfect. It's so like tense and it's full of regret and angst. I hate the idea that this is the theme music for the person watching it the next day when they watch this part over and they hear this music and they have to look at their name on the screen and realize they never claimed their prize. It's so bad, man. Alright. Alright, okay. I'm sorry. Sasoki, hey, listen. Reach out to me. I can't give you the knives and the pouches. If you come back the next day, where's my email thing? Sasoki, email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com. I'll still find something for you. I can't give you these 3 pouches, but I'll find something for you, okay? So, email me. Let me know who you are. Don't try to fake it. Don't try to send me a scam email. Like, please don't. I promise you. Listen, I'm going to be mean about it. I'm smarter than you, okay? I just, as somebody who runs these things, I'm smarter than you. Don't waste my time, okay? I know that sounds mean and like I'm, taking jabs. Like, just imagine me just punch you in the face as hard as I can. Just don't do it, okay? Don't waste my time. But if you're actually this person, email me. I can figure out who you are very easily, all right? Anyways. We're going to pick another winner. Jeremy Rhodes UQ7II. Big Germ loves this channel. It's a picture of a Red Bull can. I will be mean about it. That's true. I will. I'll be really nasty about it if you're faking it. Come on, Red Bull can. God, mother of God, where's the Red Bull can? Please. Hey, there he is. All right, no, he's here. No, he's here. He's right there. He's right there. We see him. Jeremy, there's no use in picking. There's only 3 left, all right? Your first one. Oh! Titanium QSP variant. 14C28N and bronze titanium. Beautiful, wonderful EDC knife. You'll love this knife. It really is spectacular. Even if you think it's a bit funky looking, honestly, you'll hold it and go, that's a great EDC knife. It really is. Fantastic. There's your semi-premium. Your budget knife is, I remember this, it's the green CJRB Slide OTF razor. So that's yours. Replaceable blades. There's the Mario 2 theme for that guy earlier. And your final knife, your premium knife. Oh, yes, of course. The Paul Munko Cosmos by Concept in CPM 20 CV and Arctic Fat Carbon. Sorry, let me clean that blade off. I was touching it. Stonewash finish. We have a titanium liner lock. Well, it's like a subframe lock, titanium. And we have the Arctic Fat Carbon with a titanium backspacer. It looks like G10. It's actually titanium. It's just blackened. And a titanium pocket clip. Very cool. Very good action, as you can see. We have a little flipper tab there. Wonderful. But that's yours. Paul Munko, great guy. Those are your winnings. Use them however you please. This one's a little bit weird to mess with. Anyways, where's the... There it is. Email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your full name, your shipping information, and the exact knives that you won. I will respond to you no later than Friday of next week with your full shipping information, like your tracking and all that. And all of these knives will include their original boxes. So let's pack those babies up. Let's pack those little babies up here real quick. Make sure that they're safe and sound. And we're good to go. And that's it. Okay, so we obviously have an opportunity here for hangout time. We don't normally get this, guys. So for those of you who have been around since the olden days, you know that hangout time can get a little bit weird. And it's gonna. Especially if my wife and kids are gone for a while. Maybe they're even watching the live stream right now. It's possible that they have the live stream up over at Grandma's house and they're listening to everything that I say. If that's the case, hello family. I'm going to hang out with these folks here on the live stream for a little bit, or maybe until you get home. I'm not really sure. Let's put all these knives out here. Knife guy style. It's almost like the end of the live stream has taken place of the old Knife Guy series, because that's essentially what it is, right? Is that everything? Oh, the giant Midgard's Messer needs to fit in here somewhere. We're gonna hang out. Maybe I'll give away some memberships. Who knows? You know, maybe I'll do some more giveaway stuff. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna give away some free memberships here in a little bit. Okay, be right back, and we'll do some after party stuff. All right. Do you need to be a subscriber to win a knife? No, you don't. I would appreciate the sub, but you technically do not have to be a sub. But the knife giveaway is actually over at this point. We are just hanging out now. The CKF Evo 4. So I probably would have put in a pre-order for that, but there's two things holding me back. Number one, the Sakosha is what I wanted, not the CKF 4. Or the Rotten Evo 4. The Rotten Evo 4 is fine. I just don't, I feel like it's not quite the right size for me, and I already own, like, my dream variant of that knife, the DLC version. So, the Sakosha is what I want. They're doing the same DLC as far as I understand. If that pre-order is still open, by the way, guys, you need to get to NC Blade and put in your $100 for the pre-order on the Sakosha, because they have an option for the shiny DLC version of that knife, and boy howdy, is that spectacular. Overpriced? Probably, but also very unique and very cool. I think that's a Microtech collab. Am I wrong? I feel like it is. That's the one I wanted. On top of that, I'm spending over $5,000 on my Dalibor custom. So that was like everything I made from the knife sales. And then I think and then some on Patreon. So my funds are tied up. Though the Sakosha pre-order sold out. I would love a combat showdown or no blade play. What's Microtech's new model that's supposed to have no blade play? I promise you I will review that. I promise you I will. I will buy one for myself. God, I love these Nintendo tunes. We'll be here for a bit, guys. There's a good chance I'll be here for at least half an hour to an hour longer tonight. So just kick back, relax, and we can chat. Brian Green, welcome to Knights Around Knights Razor Swords for Brian Green. If you're curious about that, what is Knights of the Round? It's my membership program. You'll gain special access to membership badging, which will rank up over time. Glock Shooter, for example, is one of my oldest members at nearly 4 years with the Shadow helmet. He'll be ranking up to the Eterna helmet at 4 years. But it starts off as blue, then green, then... blue, green, red, purple... Gold, Platinum, Shadow, and Eterna. Oh, we do have... Kyle's got the Eterna helmet. That's the first one I've seen. Kyle Roberts with the first channel Eterna helmet. There it is. Kyle Roberts says, when's the Circuit Side version dropping? I literally did not notice that helmet until just now. Kyle's got that glow gold Eterna helmet. That is cool. There it is. Kyle Roberts, 4-year member. The first one I've seen. So if you want to join Knights of the Round, what an excellent opportunity to plug that. It's the third link in the description. It says, become a member of my channel. You'll also gain access to the exclusive Excalibur emojis and more emojis, including Gort. All of my Knights don't raise your swords, raise your Gorts. I mean, you can showcase the swords. You'll recognize them. All from popular media and culture, video game culture. But you'll see the Gorts are far and away the most popular as of late. The lore on Gort is, that's actually my face on top of Levon's face from the Knife Nuts podcast. It's hard to explain exactly how that came about, but that was in our chat, and I turned that into an emoji. Can you see the Riot Exo? Yeah, that's the Riot Exo U. The utility version. So it's a gravity utility knife, essentially. Pretty cool. I mean, not for everybody, but very cool. My two most recent purchases are the wonderfully ergonomic, perhaps the most ergonomic knife I've ever handled, and that's the Oz Machine Company Roosevelt XL. Wonderful. $900 though. I mean, fully in-house USA made. And then the brown Cortex XL, which I think is... I love my FSD, but I think I like this more. So to brown knives, I know you won't watch this, but if you do a version of this that's contoured like the original Cortex, I would just die. And I would pay over $1,000 for it. I'm just gonna say. I mean, brown knives, like, this is exquisite. This is like a USA Shirogorov, is what I'm experiencing here right now. It's very good. Where was this? Let's just put it by the Oz. Do I own any Battle Songs? No. But you know what? Maybe the only company I'm interested in terms of a Battle Song right now, just because of the Sonora, is Machine Wise, because they came into this game with Battle Song. So I'd really like to experience it. Like if they can do like their first folder this good, I want to know what their Battle Songs look like. So maybe we'll check one out. Of all of the knives on the table, top pick. There's so many good ones, honestly, but the Villy's going to take the cake. The top 3 on the table. Oh, geez. There's 4 good ones on the table. The Hog House Villy, the Rob Johnson Cedar, the Brown Cortex XL, and the Oz Machine Company Roosevelt are definitely my favorites. They're so close. But I'm going to give it to the Villy. The Villy is ridiculous. They're all great. They're all fantastic. If you buy these knives, you're going to be happy with them. They're spectacular. But that Villy's something else. God, what an exquisite specimen. Excuse me. Elegance is of the utmost importance on the Metal Complex YouTube channel, if you haven't noticed. I take that very seriously here, so respect the space. Know where you are. Don't mind the sounds of another aluminum can being opened. Is the pivot lock fun? Guys, listen, I don't even care if you use my link or not, but, I mean, you know, use my DLT link. This Riot, God dang it, what is this called? Here it is. The PLX, I think it's actually the PLXT, Riot PLX. Buy this knife. It's 117 bucks. Riot has made an inexpensive, super fun, super fidgety, super capable EDC knife. Why they didn't make more copper wash ones is beyond me, but this is so good. It's really spectacular, and it has a secondary lock, which is genius, because if you're choking up on it, your index finger falls on the lock, but you can't disengage it as long as this secondary lock is moved up. That's well placed and well thought out. This is so good. I love this knife. It's a little thick, but it's really cool. 117 bucks. If you listen, if you're having Gatorade, and by Gatorade I mean you're having some whiskey, you're having some beer tonight, and you make a silly purchase, don't buy any multi-hundred. Buy something you're not going to regret in the morning. Okay? PLXT. What number's the Cortex? It's pretty low. 30 something? He put it on here. Yeah. Hold on, I got the case. Let's pull the case out. Damn it! 36. 36 is mine. I know it's not super important, but I do like the lower serial number. I have a large number of low serial number knives. If I die and my collection is like auctioned off at some point, just know I have a lot of low serial number, like in-house USA stuff. So, you know, bid high, I guess, if I die, because I can't take it, right? You're funding my family afterwards. I expect Levon and Nick Shabazz and a number of other YouTubers I'm friend with to assist in that. So I'm bestowing that responsibility upon you guys. You're not watching right now, but it'll be really funny if somebody does a screen recording and sends this to you. Just know, I expect you to deal with that to facilitate that. So thanks. Oh, there's brown knives in here right now. No way. We're just talking about it. Yeah. See if I can do a contour version. Thanks for the suggestion. Listen, I am madly happy with this, as is evident by earlier parts of this live stream, but I am so happy with this. Craig, you'll be happy to know that this was my knife of choice the last couple of nights to sit in bed and not pay attention to what we were watching. We were watching Schitt's Creek. I was not paying attention at all for multiple hours the last 2 nights. I was sitting and just holding this knife and enjoying it and just absorbing its excellence in bed. My wife was very annoyed, but I'm really happy with this, man. This is so good, and it's such a wonderful purchase. So, thank you. I do need to include an original Cortex in my collection at some point. I do like the finish that you do on those. We talked about the finish on the blade, and I'm very happy with this. This is actually really cool. I love the high reflectivity stonewash finish you do on the standard Cortex, and I love the contouring. I love the, kind of bolster look with the carbon fiber or whatever other material you do. The anodizing, I think that's all really cool. And I would love for that aesthetic to be brought to this Cortex XL. And I will definitely buy another one. Yuck 14, Yuck 412. My wife's not even here, man. I'm entertaining you guys. Come on now. Is that XL Rosie? Yeah, it is. It's an XL Rosie. Fantastic. Great stuff. Have I considered making a website? Yeah, but I feel like, it would just be like another thing for me to maintain. And it would just be like links to my YouTube channel. I don't know what I would do there. Like, I guess I could hire somebody to run a website for me and do fun thing there. Like, I had this idea a while back where like people could, like really bored EDC enthusiasts could spin a wheel. Like, it's called the Find My Next EDC wheel. And what you do is you fill in a bunch of criteria. You're like, I want it in this price range. I'm looking for this blade material. I'm looking for this. You fill out all this stuff, and then you just click this randomizer, and it's like linked to all the major retailers. Like, it would be really difficult to do. It's a fun idea, like a concept, but it would be really complicated to do. And it's like linked to all, retailers' availability, and it just gives you random suggestions, right? And I had this idea that I would add affiliate links to it, and people could find their next EDC, perhaps stumble upon something they didn't know existed, and they could find it, buy it, and I would get a commission. It would be a really cool idea for the website, just be really fun. But that would cost a lot of money, and it would be a lot of maintenance, and I'm not really sure if I'm up to it. But you know what? If somebody's watching this and you want to steal that idea, go for it. You can take it. I'm not going to sue you. I think it'd be fun to kind of spin a wheel, like, show me something I don't know exists, and it's just like, right? Instead of spending all this time shopping, it's just like it's like a Rolodex, and it just like spits out things that match what you're looking for. It's kind of a neat idea. I don't know. Some people might be like, no, you're dumb. Favorite Kaiser? Definitely this guy. The Militaw with the shiny DLC. Are you kidding me, Kaiser? Are you kidding me right now? You guys can just make this, huh? You can just make this? Please do more. That's pretty cool. It's the best knife that Kaiser has ever produced. Oh, we're out of music. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Right here. Hold on. Is that it? Okay, sure. No way. That's not even original NES. Don't give me that. Here we go. There we go. So eventually AI is going to be heavily implemented on our community, and like any idea that I have will be vastly overshadowed by somebody who has a better grasp on the concept. So I don't know that I have time to battle that, but you know, like if I can find a way to implement it, like partner up with people who've figured it out and create a website, sure, you know, but I don't have the time or the energy to do that on a website, you know, and I don't really want to fund staff to like, excuse me, control a website like that. I really just want to keep doing what I'm doing, and as long as I can make this last, I will, you know. So I like being paid for what I do, and I like making money. That's fine, but I really want to keep it about what I'm doing. It's very important to me to like not lose sight of what I'm doing here. And I want that to be important for as long as possible. Did you check out the robot in Vegas that makes her drinks? No, I had no idea. I mean, that's cool though. I mean, like, yeah, robot bartenders, like that's in our very near future. How does it feel to do this? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm on top of the world. I've never been happier in my life. I love what I do. I wake up every morning and I'm in disbelief that I get to do this for a job. I'm very happy. I love this, and I love hanging out with people and talking about knives and just whatever. Like I'm flabbergasted that people want to hang out and listen to me talk. It's bizarre, right? But like I love this. Yeah, it's really cool. I have my dream job and I get paid for it. It's wild, but. Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, yeah, it's really great. What should I know before selling, shipping, and auto? Be very careful about where you're shipping it. You need to make sure that the recipient understands, you know, the laws in their area about receiving, owning, carrying, all of that stuff. You need to know that. It's risky. It really depends on where you live and where you're shipping it. But you can get in trouble for it, so just be careful. You know, check your laws. Abide by the law. Don't do anything illegal. Can't go to Atlanta. I got a new baby coming. The live streams are going to become a lot more sober. Live streams will still happen. Don't expect live streams for a couple of weeks after the baby's born. But the live streams will become much more energy drink oriented, less Gatorade oriented for a while, you know. So you gotta just, you gotta make the right choices there. Let's give some memberships away here real quick. There's 20 from me. Oh boy. All right, folks. This has been fun, but I think it's my time to check out here, and I venture to guess the family will be home at any minute, and I need to eat. It's time for me to eat. This has been a really good time. I'm glad we could. I know we didn't hang out as long as I said I would, but I'm glad to hang out a little bit longer here. This has been a really good time. Thank you all so much for participating in tonight's live stream. Thank you so much for being a part of this road to 500,000 subs. For the few of you who are left here, and by the few of you, I mean literally like 400 people, There are some crazy knives I'm going to be giving away. I'm going to be giving away a total value much higher than any other total value I've ever given away on a live stream when we hit 500K. The Machine Wise Sonora and Damasteel, there's another company that's donated a $1,700 knife, and countless other surprises that I have yet to reveal. The knives I'll be giving away will be absolutely spectacular. They will be ridiculous. And I can't wait to do that. Brian Green, thanks for your donation. Longtime viewer, thanks for unboxings and reviews. New to the hobby, bought my Direct Delta after your Infidel versus Direct review. Which to buy? One Aver versus Skaha. Ooh, that's tough. Well, the Skaha is not going to cost you nearly as much money, and it's very, very satisfying on deployment. It's lightweight, and, you know, is a really nice knife, but it doesn't compare to the Machine Wise in terms of overall quality or materials. So if you really want to go for it and you have the budget, go for the Machine Wise. But if you're just looking for, like, you know, a bang for your buck, like between the two, EDC knife that's really compact and lightweight, the Skaha is definitely your number one choice there. Both are excellent, and you can't go wrong. They're both made by really quality companies. The heat treat's excellent. I mean, like, pick the one that fits best with your budget and the one that you'll feel the least bad about the next day after you spend the money. But you got two good choices there. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. This has been excellent. I hope you all have an excellent rest of your Friday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.